Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn how to draft a short with side zipper. And so what we are going to do is mark our waist to hip, waist to crotch, and then waist to full length. And so to get your crotch measurement, you can sit on a chair and measure your waist to where your bum is, and that's how you get your crotch measurement. And so what I've done is I've drawn out a straight line to be able to place our body measurements on those lines. So you can decide to mark it out if you want to write out your hip line, crotch line, and the full length line. So what I'm doing here is marking out my hip measurements divided by 4 plus 1 inch sewing allowance. So do not forget your hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch sewing allowance. And for the crotch, what we'll do initially is to replicate the exact hip measurement to get a straight line before we apply our crotch, and we are going to make a curve similar to that of the armhole for our crotch line here. And so what I will do here is to get my ruler and get a straight line out here before I put my full crotch measurement. So on the crotch line now, we have a straight line already. What I would do is the measurement I took before on the hip, I would divide it by 4, which is our hip measurement divided by 4 plus sewing allowance. I will divide it by 4 and place it after that line on the crotch line. So I curve it into the hip line, just like similar to our armhole. So once I curve it in, I get my tape rule and I would take out my measurements on the waistline. So what I do here is from that straight line that we've marked from our waist, hip, and crotch, I would then now mark out my hip waist measurement divided by 4 plus our dart allowance if you want that, then plus your sewing allowance for his, and then also you would also add extra zipper allowance for the side zipper that will be included. As it is like this, for the back, you will take the exact measurement at that side zipper, but the side of that crotch going outside, you would add 2 inches from the waistline to the full length line. You add 2 inches on that side and make the exact crotch curve again, and then curve it back into your full length. So what I'm doing here now, as I've said earlier, is to connect my waistline to my hip line at the other end. But for the back is typically bigger than the front, and so you will include your 2 inches. Also for the front now, if for those that want to use a dart, to get your dart is the exact dart measurement you use for the upper body, which is your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. So if your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 is 6, you would then divide that into 2 and you will get 3. So let's say that's 3, you would mark 3 inches from the middle because you are drafting on fold. So you mark 3 inches from the middle and then mark it down to about 4 inches. Then you take out half an inch on both sides on top and curve it into that line. That's how to get your darts. Your nipple to nipple measurement is very important for the upper bodies and even when you are constructing for your lower body as well. At this point, you then have to figure out your thigh measurement divided by 2 by placing your tape rule around your hip, making sure it's comfortable for you. You place your thigh measurement divided by 2 and include sewing allowance for ease as well. And then you connect into your crotch line. And at this point, you've been able to get your basic side zipper shorts. So in a situation where you want an elastic short, as I've stated in a previous video, you would replicate the exact measurement on the hip, on the waist as well. Thank you.